Beast is the brand new Universal film hitting theaters this weekend. The film stars Idris Elba, Leah Jeffries, Ayana Holly, and Charlton Copley, and tells a story about his father and his two teenage daughters find themselves hunted by a massive rogue lion intent on proving that the savannah has but one apex predator. The film is an hour and 33 minutes and is rated R. Welcome back to a brand new movie review here on Max Talks Movies. I'm talking about Beast today, the kind of the last big summer movie coming out this summer. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We do movie reviews, TV show reviews, movie rankings, and a box office breakdown show every single Monday. So please subscribe, ring the bell as well. If you're new to the channel, that ring the bell lets you to be notified when my videos drop. So please ring that bell. Comment down below. First of all, did you even hear about this film? Are you going to check it out this weekend? If you have seen it, tell me, did you like the movie? Did you not like it? And also, if you have not seen it, tell me, is this one of the movies that you will wait to come on to rent at home? Let me know your thoughts on, really, this film has had a lot of talk about it. Should this be a streaming movie? Should it not be? Let me know in the comment section down below. And please like the video, guys. Really helps more than you guys think. Hitting that like button really helps the algorithm out. So if you really want to support this channel, just like subscribing, liking really helps, gets more people into this community. I'm so happy we're at 115 subscribers. Let's keep that going as well. So Beast is a movie that I was just not that excited for, other than Idris Elba, who has two movies coming out in 2 straight weeks. He has this film, and then he has the new George Miller film, 3,000 Years of Longing, coming out next week. So a couple of movies for Idris Elba, who's been one of the busiest, really big time lead actors in Hollywood in the last 2-3 years. And he, for me, is a ticket of admission. I believe that he is such a great actor, who I just love in every single thing that he has done. So for me, that was enough. The trailers in the theater, at least, just never sold me on this movie. So let's get into my positives. Then we'll go to my negatives, my score out of 5 stars, and my percentage. So Beast for me is a pretty dumb movie. And I know I'm starting my positives, though. The saving grace of this movie is Idris Elba. He is clearly a Hollywood lead actor. He's a person who can carry kind of any movie, and he carries this movie on his shoulders. Now, yes, he's basically with his 2 teenage daughters and parts of Charlton Copley during this movie. And while his kids are good, played by Jeffries and Holly, it really is Elba who has the movies on his shoulders, and he is such a great lead actor. You can buy him as this serious action star, which he really at times can be in this movie. You can buy him as a father, a doctor. He's a lot of different things going on in this movie. And I just find him to be such a likable, charismatic actor. If you're not a fan of Idris Elba, I probably wouldn't want to see this movie, because he is front and center for the entire movie. Now, if you like him, that should probably get you a ticket of admission into this movie. If you love Idris Elba, you should still definitely watch the movie, because he is still very good. It's not one of his best performances or anything like that, but he's really excellent in the film. Charlton Copley was also really good. He has a lot to do in the first act of the movie, and then he has basically nothing to do in the second and especially third act of the movie. His friendship with Elba, you could really feel it throughout the opening film. Basically, Idris and his 2 daughters go to Africa. Idris's ex-wife died a year before this movie took place. The family's kind of in shambles, and he's trying to take him back to where he met his wife to kind of reignite the family. And this is when this thing happens. The movie also looked beautiful. I'm not 100% sure if they actually shot this in Africa, or they shot this in a desert in LA, but it sold me a ticket for that this was in Africa. This movie was really gorgeous to look at. Everywhere they went, the safari, or even just the house, that Charlton Copley's house in Africa, was really cool. And the setting for this movie was one of the stronger aspects of the way the movie was shot. This comes from director, hopefully I'm saying his name right, Baltazar Kormákur. He has been directing for a couple years now. He did Adrift with Shailene Woodley in 2018. He did Everest in 2015. He did Two Guns with Mark Wahlberg and Denzel Washington in 2013. Those are kind of his big three movies that he's done so far. It's a very well shot movie from a cinematography point of view. So that's what I thought. Idris Elba, the setting itself. Idris Elba keeps this movie watchable when I think at times it's unwatchable. And that's what I will talk about my negatives. This is a really one of the stupidest movies that I've seen all year long. Once you kind of get into the lion attacking, at times like the lion's like superhuman. Characters will fall off cliffs and cars and they'll be okay. There just isn't any tension. I think this was a movie desperately needs because it's trying to be this drama horror, not really horror, but really drama thriller. This movie takes itself seriously the whole movie. And I think this movie was made to be kind of a grab a popcorn, stupid, fun time at the movies. But for me, this movie wasn't fun enough and it also wasn't thrilling enough. And that's what I really wanted because the movie has so many times where there's just no music. We're walking around and poof, a lion comes out and you're just not scared. Every time that the music goes quiet, you know that the lion just gonna pop out and attack characters. I feel like they made the kids way too stupid. And it was one of the most distracting elements in the movie. And I felt bad because I really felt like Ayanna Holly and Leah Jeffries were excellent, had great chemistry with Idris Elba, and I think could be really good actors outside of this project. But the way the kids are written, they repeat the same lines over and over again. Idris Elba and the kids are in the same situation. It's like rinse and repeat. They're in a car and they need to get out of the car to do something. So Idris Elba says, stay in the car. And then one of the kids, of course, doesn't want to stay in the car. And it feels like that is the same thing for 90 straight minutes. And you're like, okay, is there anything new with this? No. I don't think there was enough action as well because there really isn't action because the human characters are trying to really stay away from the lion and because they can't really fight the lion one-on-one. The CGI on the lion was not very good in close-ups. I'd say like the first half of when the lion was on screen, I was like, wow, this actually looks pretty good. And then when the lion, you'll see like the eyes, it just felt very fake. And when the movie's supposed to take place in a safari and they're supposed to be getting killed by a real lion, it definitely pulls you out of the movie because it just felt like a CGI lion. As I said, the lion will fall off something very a large drop and be perfectly okay. Idris Elba survives so much in this movie that you can't believe that he's not Superman at some point. And because you don't really feel any stakes because people are falling off things and getting scratched by lions and are just not hurt. And you want them not just being hurt, but to feel like it needs to be more thrilling. If this movie wasn't going to deliver the fun popcorn action and wanted to take itself seriously, the movie needed to be thrilling. And for me, it missed the mark on thrilling. So overall, I know a lot of people are going to have fun with this movie. And I could totally see you having fun with this movie. But for me, I was kind of more bored than I was having fun. And I wish I was more thrilled if the action wasn't that good. So overall, well, Idris Elba makes this, definitely say this movie not being a total waste of time. I'm going to give Beast a 2 out of 5 stars, a 40% for Beast. Didn't hate it. I didn't think it was this awful movie, but for me, it was just not for me. And I was kind of bored for most of this 90-minute runtime. So that's my thoughts on this movie. Please like the video, subscribe. More videos coming soon. Earlier today, I did my review of episode 1, spoiler review of She-Hulk on Disney+. I have my box office breakdown show. That is coming on Monday. Next week, I have a review of The Invitation, 3 years of the new Idris movie next week, as well as episode 2 of She-Hulk. So a lot of videos are coming out over the next week. So ring that bell so you can find when those videos